Whoa! Ho! All right. Oh! 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 It's not too heavy. Oh! Oh, gee! Oh, God! Oh, Mel, get up, company!
Hey, cool.
Yeah, all the parts are here.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
But be careful with them, though. They're kind of fragile.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's get them in. See what's inside.
Let's go ahead and put these parts in.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Steve.
We're car guys all the way. We like V8s, Turbo 4s,
Imports, domestics,
all makes, all models. If it's got a motor, we're in.
and we're going to try and make it go faster.
We've been at this a long time, but we're still finding stuff that we just don't know.
So come with us as we build some cars.
We're going to go talk to the pros,
And we're going to talk to enthusiasts like you.
and together we'll tackle all sorts of projects throughout New England.
We'll show you how they do it
How we do it
and how you can do it in your own garage.
on a budget that hopefully we can all afford. This is Garage X. Real cars,
Real people.
real budgets.
I want to show you guys just how bad the suspensions got. The upper and lower ball joints in the front are just completely wasted. So here's the issue. When we check the front end on these trucks, you shouldn't have any play this way, which is bad. In this case, we're pretty tight, so that's okay. But you also shouldn't have any play this way. And I got a lot of play that way. The DJM suspension kit actually replaces those parts anyways, so we're gonna lower the truck and fix a problem all in one fell swoop. Nice. Let's get these open and
All right.
see what we got.
See what we got in the box here.
So all powder coated.
They have a nice finish on them.
They're pretty cool. This should actually be the upper control arms.
What if it isn't?
Angry bees. Oh, this is like Christmas. Oh,
It's better than Christmas.
check this out. So this stuff's gonna look way better in there than what's in there right now, I'm sure.
And it has the same finish as the springs too.
Yeah, so one of the things that I really like about this kit is that it uses all Moog suspension components and they're serviceable, unlike the factory upper control arms where you have to replace the whole control
Well,
arm.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree with you there, Matt, because when I get underneath a vehicle and it has like a Dodge truck, and it has all
Yeah.
non-serviceable joints, I'm done. It's like, oh well, time to lubricate chassis. Nope, already done. Can't do it.
Except for when your ball joints are falling out of it, and then you
Well,
have to-
I wouldn't buy it. It's never my truck, so I just want it done with it so I can get my beer and pizza money. And are these polyurethane bushings?
Yep, all poly.
Nice. That's what you want.
And then here's our Moog ball joints, which are easily serviceable, easily replaceable.
Take a look. That's a heck of a ball joint there,
Yep,
son.
and that's a readily available part number.
Oh, nice. We're going down to Pines.
Yeah, you can
and,
get them at any auto
all
parts store.
all right. Oh, okay.
4 new shocks.
What does DJM stand for? Does he also produce music? I'm not joking. Like, does he have some fat beats? Does he do like minimalist industrial? Like, what's up?
You can ask him.
All right.
I talk to him all the time. He's like my best friend.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I was like, I need a sidekick for my show.
Yeah. Well, no, that was good judgment on your part. I can't fault you there. You could bring in anyone that'd be better than me. I was standing around when you came up with the idea. That's why I'm here. I was delivering the pizza at the time. Oh.
Nope. Yeah.
Oh, did you get a sticker?
Oh, did we get a sticker?
Oh, I'm putting that on my Honda Civic.
What? Cool. And it comes with everything you need to do the shock install.
This is how, I mean, what's the point of having a DJM suspension kit if you can't show it off? So put this front and center right in the middle of your windshield and let the world know that your suspension is better than theirs and you're a better person than they are.
Brand new shocks. Important. We changed the suspension.
The safety wire keeps you from putting an eye out because I always grab a shock and I look right at the end of it to make sure the threads are good.
Now check this out. So this is our flip kit.
Flip kit.
Flip kit for the back axle. So you
So
take.
you turn the axle.
He drives backwards. No, it relocates the axle from underneath the springs up onto the top of the springs.
Oh, okay.
It gives you the drop.
Gotcha.
And in order to do it, you've got to clearance the frame a bit. So I brought my Sawzall.
Clearance the frame.
You have to clearance the frame a bit.
I don't like the sound of that. Oh,
So you
yeah.
actually cut the frame and you install braces, and this gives the axle room to move up and down the suspension. So you don't lose any suspension travel, even though you just dropped the thing 6 inches.
This is glorious.
There's some heavy metal there. Cool, and a whole bunch of parts. So that's all for locating the axle, the upper and lower brackets, clamp around the axle.
Yep.
Cool, and hardware. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
What we got here? Let's take a look. Oh, you got nylock nuts here.
Yeah.
They have a small nylon insert to retain the nut after you tighten it on there.
Yeah,
it's like built-in Loctite.
Yeah, the hardware quality in this kit's fantastic. Go ahead, pull up your wing there.
Right, well,
Go for it. Lower control arms.
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
This is where the money is.
Yeah, right here. That's fantastic. They're pretty hefty, man. That's good though, because I think thing's gonna swallow a big block pretty soon, so you better have some good control arms under there.
Looking pretty nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how this thing looks when it's done, because it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
All right. Well, let's get the lower control arms out. Let's go, tear down the front suspension
It's going to be quite the job.
and get this stuff put in.
This is the fun part. The not fun part is actually busting all the rust and cracking parts out of the truck.
Yeah.
20 years of New England winters have not been kind to the underbody of the truck.
It won't be too bad. It'll
So
be
it's
fine.
going to be pretty bad.
No.
I'm not going to have a good time. I'm not looking forward to it.
You're probably just gonna go hide.
Yeah, I probably will. Actually, that sounds like a really good idea.
I need a lift. I need a new jack too. Oh, so much for the brakes. All rusty from sitting. Bigger impact. That's the part that's hard about having your car outside and all your tools inside. Much better. There's actually a tool for this, but I don't have one. Gorgeous. Ew. Ah. Trick is getting them apart without messing up these threads or ripping the boot all up. No. No, maybe. And now it's supposed to pop apart. But it didn't. All right, don't look. There. Oop. Want a knuckle sandwich? So this is the upper ball joint, and it's all loose and falling apart. If this had the pressure of the wheel and the knuckle and stuff on it, you could actually see that play in it like we did on the other side. They shouldn't move that easy. Unfortunately, this is a non-serviceable one. It's actually part of this control arm assembly. So when you go to replace them on the truck, the whole arm comes out and you put a new arm in. The DJM suspension kit replaces this arm completely with a Moog ball joint that is serviceable, which is fantastic because Moog's my favorite, and that's what it comes with the kit. So there it is. Upper control arm. I'm actually impressed at how easily everything's coming apart so far, despite how rusty everything is. We haven't hit any real major snags. PB blaster. Woo-hoo-hoo. Where's my lovely assistant? Oh, lovely assistant. So all you need to do is kind of just push it in and keep it from slipping. If it slips off, just let me know, okay? And keep your hands out between it and the frame.
Stop. I can't get it snug. What?
You want to try the gun? I'll work on this end. Can you bring it back towards the front of the truck a little bit? There you go. Hit it.
Ready?
Yep. All right, that's good. It's not supposed to come apart that way. We just disassembled the shock absorber internally. Okay.
Spewed a little bit on me.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's not how they're supposed to come apart. Use a lot of our friend PB Blaster. You're right. Stuck. Wow, you're stuck in there pretty good. Wait for it. There's a bolt on the end. How did that not get there? I thought I took it off, but I guess I didn't. There you go. All right. I'm gonna break this bolt right off. Watch this. Oh, nice. There we go. It's coming. Actually, it's not, but there's a metal sleeve inside the rubber bushings at the back of the control arm that the bolt goes through, and then the bolt's on either side of the frame. And the bolt inside that sleeve, that's where it rusts together and then just becomes one with this piece. And then you can't get the bolts out. If you can't get the bolts out, you can't take the arm off. Well, I'll just go get some gas. We'll torch those out because it's not going to come out by themselves. They're rusted in there real good. Yeah, I'll work on the other side. Well, that's it for tonight. Nothing left to do but clean up and put the tools away. We'll get torches going tomorrow.
Hey, I got the fire extinguisher.
Thanks.
It's got no safety pin in it, so we gotta watch what we're doing.
So it's ready to go.
Hey, I like your goggles.
Thanks.
He's got like the steampunk look going on.
I got some for you too.
Oh, let's go
Merry
ahead.
Christmas.
Will they fit over my glasses? Oh, the strap broke. Oh well.
So heat's a wonderful thing. We've got these lower control arm bolts, big bolts. They've been in there since the truck was new in '97. The road salt and the water, and it just builds up rust, and then they don't want to come out even with my big air impact gun. I couldn't get them out. But you heat them up, and it expands the metal, and it breaks all those bonds. And while it's still hot, you get stuff moving, and it usually frees up the parts. And in this case, I think I'll even be able to get the whole bolt out of the arm, which is amazing. So, hey Steve, you want to grab the PB Blaster?
Okay.
Steve, the bolt came out.
No way.
Steve, the whole bolt.
As everyone knows, on a New England vehicle, the right-hand side, in my opinion, is always worse. So we drive on the right-hand side of the road, and all of the salt and junk that you were talking about accumulates. So this may actually be a really easy side. We may have a hard time when we switch over to the right-hand side.
I did not believe that theory, but actually, I've seen a lot of cases where I think it may have some traction. You might be right.
That's my experience. It's actually very common. The control arm will actually whine and complain as you try to extricate it from the vehicle.
Like Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to be outside. I want to stay in the car.
Yeehaw! Got it. All right, that's how it's done.
That's how it's done, son.
And get the other side out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Not so tough now, are you? Ow, my foot.
So if there's any credibility to Steve's theory, then this side will be the one that's hard to get apart, harder to get apart.
Saddest place you ever seen. You can't do hell if you know what I mean. Your interstate runs like a stream. Can't stand a coat of dust and steam. The wall of faces sad and cold. Take to a place where the sun will shine. The only way to save the soul is to get out.
That's not stuck.
I wish I was wrong. I wish I was wrong.
It's you.
You want a cheater pipe? It won't spin at all.
No. All right, let's cut them out.
Shadows creeping on everyone. Felt the great and hide the sun. Felt it's the battle of the gun.
You're not having fun unless you're setting your truck on fire.
Yeah. Oh, that can't be good for you. We're really cooking today. My favorite part is the smell and the taste.
We're getting there, Steve.
Yeah, it's the crackling of a early winter fire. Oh man.
I am an Olympic champion.
Dun, dun, dun.
There you go.
I'm all set, thank you. Oh, I don't know if we should be getting this on camera.
All right, now the delicate work.
Fire's out.
Thanks, dude. So all the disassembly is done on the front. Now all we're gonna do is take all of these lovely parts and put them in the truck.
Okay.
And then drop the truck on the ground and admire our work.
Sounds like my kind of day.
It's gonna be awesome.
I hate taking the parts out, but I sure do like putting them in.
Yep, I got the upper control arm bolts, have adjuster cams on them. They came from DJM Suspensions, of course, care of. Their specialty products company.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's very cool. It gives us the adjustability that we need so that we can put the alignment right on the truck now that we've lowered it or about to lower it.
Note to our viewers at home, you can't go to the Ford parts department and get those parts. The crash adjustment bolts that should be standard and available on every vehicle on the planet They don't have them. Oh, no, wait.
No?
They did. They had the bolts, but not the cams and the nuts.
You can no longer get the cams or the nuts. So they're happy to sell you the bolts.
Yeah.
But we have a good parts guy, and he was like, I could sell you these, but then you'd bring them back to me.
According to my records, somebody's already brought these back 20 times.
That's true. That's very true. Right now what we're going to do is take the control arms for the front of the truck and get the ball joints installed in them and the grease fittings and make sure everything's lined up. And then we'll take all those parts out to the truck. And installation's going to take like minutes now.
Yeah,
it took me a day with a torch to get the control arms out.
Yep.
And guess which side actually didn't come out?
The right-hand side.
Yeah, the passenger.
Passenger side.
Passenger side.
If you're sitting in the vehicle.
So
it'd be
Steve's
your
theory
right.
is right again.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to be right when you've had to like bust rust on a million New England vehicles.
It's creepy. But we managed to get it all apart without doing any damage to the truck.
Yep.
I didn't burn the truck down.
Not that we know of yet.
Yeah,
We'll
right.
see what happens.
But and it looks like we have everything we need to do the installation properly. So let's get to it.
No, that's my line. Let's just backtrack a little bit. All right, let's put down these 3 coffees and let's get to it. First class.
Man, love is like a snake pit. But you shut your eyes up on it. Yeah, love is like a snake pit.
Let's take all these sweet, sweet parts and go put them on the truck.
It's in your blood now. Got you paralyzed.
So installation should go pretty smoothly. DJM uses a urethane bushing, which is great for handling. They don't flex like a rubber bushing does, but they tend to be noisy. So the cure for that is twofold. First off, DJM has these proprietary inner sleeves that are slightly longer than the bushing itself. The key when installing them is not to over tighten them. You want to make sure they're tight, but not too tight that you're squishing the urethane. And they give you Zerk fittings so you can do lubrication every time you change the oil or anytime they start getting noisy, for the life of the vehicle.
Oh, geez, we are running dangerously low in rags according to the rag readout.
Uh-oh. Check it again. You gotta tap the gauge, isn't that what they always do?
All right, hold on. Lower. Oh, that was close.
Nice. You can't use too much lube here.
Yeah, the assembly grease actually really helps all the sleeve and everything stay in place while you're installing it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna tighten those up. All right, we've got both of the arms bolted in. They're tight, but they're not too tight. Ideally, you'd want to do this with the vehicle on the ground, the final tightening with the vehicle on the ground, weighted. We don't have an alignment rack here, so we're not going to do that. In your driveway, tighten everything up, drive the car for maybe 10, 20 miles, come back and recheck everything, make sure everything stays tight. You also want to make sure that it's not hitting anything. The suspension, the parts you just put in aren't actually hitting the chassis or like the spring perch or something like that. And we'll check all that before we wrap this up. Like a big jigsaw puzzle. Cool, all right. Can you let that down just a little bit?
Valve's open, you might have to push it if you want it faster.
Load the spring in. Can you hold that up like that, Steve?
I got it.
Nice.
Oh, you mean the sway bar?
Yeah, the sway bar.
Hold on. Like that?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, that's really gonna go in there, huh? All right, we can do that.
Now it's resting on
That's-
top of the upper control arm over here, so it'll stay where it is.
All right, that's cool.
If you need to make adjustments, I can come back over and do that. Anyways, so you got the grease, right?
I got the grease. All right, Steve, stop there for a second.
All right.
Now, release the sway bar on your side so I can bring it out of the way.
Sure.
Thanks.
So make the sway bar go down.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Coming down. Should be all set now.
Cool. Thanks. Well, that's nice. Now the spring can't shoot out and like rip off my face.
That's nice. That goes up close.
Put in Mr. Shock Absorber in.
Hey, Mr. Shock Absorber, put it right there. It does.
You think you can get her to buy it?
The one thing chiefly being that Cage does not like James Bond thing.
So all the suspension parts are installed. Everything's greased. I'm gonna like saw the wheel back and forth, make sure that it doesn't hit anything. We'll see. Yeah, it feels good. So last night, Steve and I finished up putting the brakes and the rotors back on. I actually had the rotors machined down at the machine shop because they were been all rusty from sitting, pretty gross. But they cleaned up nice. And now that we've got the brakes installed and bled back out, we can put the wheels on it, get it down on the ground, and see how low she is. Probably need to take the jack stand out before I do anything. Here we go. It's not very low. I still got to take the jack stand out of the other side. Let's see what happens. Here we go, coming down. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Cool, I like it. Now I want you guys to see this. They're not kidding when they say 4-inch drop. What did we have before? 6 and change? Looks like maybe 2 now. That looks good. It's gonna look even better when I can get the tail end back down on the ground. Well, that's one and done. Well, half done anyways. Front suspension's in. Now we're just gonna get the back suspension in. Wish I had Steve here to help me take that bed off. So I know some of our viewers are wondering, Matt, how do you take the bed off this truck by yourself? I don't know. Cue the Benny Hill music. And there's your answer.
Hey Garage X viewers, need some more Garage X? Comments, complaints, questions? Check us out on the internet. Send us an email, check out our Facebook, and definitely check out our YouTube for outtakes and other goodies.
In the throes of these 4 rooms, brightened iron and withered fumes, far below these sinful means.
More sun on me. Get back, get back, get back. Go that way. What's that?
Well, you had a text step.
Gonna need some fire if we're gonna get it apart. Let's get the driver's side done. I'm doing a Steve. Should I do the hammer shuffle? I don't even know how to do a hammer shuffle.
Oh wait, the door was already open, right?
Replace front suspension with new Ford F150.
Yeah. What? Thanks to our friend down Ford for letting us have this Raptor. It's really the same thing.
Well, it made you feel better, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
All right.
That's so. Oh, by the way, if we're welding, I mean, you should wear safety goggles, you know, for your own protection. So here you go. Now you can view the entire show in Weldovision.